Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's uh, NEET PG 2023 Maharashtra registration walkthrough. We'll quickly walk through the Maharashtra registration. Most of you would have been at different stages or at the end of completion of the Maharashtra walkthrough. You just go into the CET cell portal and click on this link. You will go. It will take you to the main page of Maharashtra PG counseling. Here you will have to do the new registration. There are changes in the information brochure. We will be clarifying those through a separate session. Round one choice filling is not dependent on this, given that it is free exit and it is more dependent on your all India round one seat. Go ahead with the choice filling. There is one or two places only where there is less clarity, but otherwise, Maharashtra has changed the rules to align with all India rules. So we'll have a separate session on each state once the round ones are almost done. Given that round one choice filling is straightforward, fill in your preferences that you're interested in. Now, you can click on the registration, new registration part one, basically on this link, and then go through this entire thing. The process flow is mentioned over here, and you can just go through that and then click on the next part. Okay, payment will be through a payment gateway. Note that you will be able to pay through your credit card, debit card, or net banking. UPI facility is not available if it is 1 lakh plus. So you might not be able to pay it if it is 1 lakh plus the registration fee through UPI. If you're paying for only government institutes, then it might be possible through UPI. Otherwise, other payment methods are available. So you can enter your roll number, your NEET PG application number. Roll number is the one that starts with 23661 or so and has 11 digits. NEET PG application number is the one which starts with PG. That will be in your scorecard as well. And enter these information and this one. And enter this information, and then the NEET PG number is a 10-digit number. So the application ID is a 10-digit number. Enter that information and then enter your date of birth exactly as in your admit card. So if it on your admit card, your date of birth is 18/1/1984, enter exactly like that, exactly in your admit card. So just enter it, and then these three are the ones that are validated. Note that only these three are validated: mobile number or email ID. You can give the one that you've given in NEET PG, but let us say the mobile number is not available, email ID is not available, then no issues. You can give a fresh mobile number and email ID over here. You click on send OTP, you will get an OTP. Verify this first, mobile number first. Similarly, verify the email ID. So both have to be done separately. You give your email ID, send OTP, and verify it. Once that is done, you can click on create account and you'll be able to go to the next step. This is a simple process. We'll just enter the details and then we will get back to you on the screen what is available. Once you click on verify OTP, you will take you to this particular screen. Note that you will have to click on verify OTP twice. Once verify OTP for your mobile number after entering, and once verify OTP for your email ID, and then click on create. If you don't do that, there will be an error that pops up. So after entering the OTP, click on verify OTP twice, and then enter your mobile number or email ID. You can use either your mobile number or your email ID. Anything can be used for logging in, and here you'll be able to enter your password over here, and then go ahead with the uh, uh, entire process. Where will you get your password? Your password would have come to your email ID. That will be a mail from CET cell to your email ID. Just search for CET spell without spaces. You will get the email, and then you can enter the details. Once you log in, you will have this screen. These are the steps that you need to complete. This entire step needs to be completed. Only after a document upload, you will have this entire process completed. So you will have to complete the application, declaration, and then make the payment, and then upload your documents. The documents uploaded to be uploaded depends on the candidates. We'll go through a list of documents. May not be on actual page, but we'll go through the list of documents, the issues that candidates are facing, and how to sort that out too. And now, first start with the personal information. Click on personal information over here on the left hand side. Once you click this, or you can click on this section 2 to start the entire personal information input. So on the top of the screen, you will see the name of the candidate. It will not be editable, but in case you have changed your name, you can select either yes or no over here and input the new name, whatever is the name as per 10th or equivalent qualification changed after marriage, etc. But that doesn't make a big difference. You can go ahead with no over here in case you haven't changed your name and your name as in your certificates are the same. Don't do this yes for make it yes, change it to yes for simple reasons like my initials are not expanded, my initials are in the first, there is a small spelling mistake, etc. That is not what this is about. This is about actual gazetted change in name. In case you have done that, you will have to change this. Enter your father's name and then enter your mother's name and then select the gender. And your date of birth is auto-populated. Mobile number, email ID, like we mentioned, it can be any mobile number or email ID. If you have your NEET PG registered one, good, because you don't have to change, I mean, keep entering multiple mobile IDs across different counselings. But even if not, you can give anything. You cannot change it after registering once. Alternate contact number or Aadhaar number, it is optional. You can give or you don't need to give. Address line 1, enter your address line. So this it is they made this mandatory into multiple lines, so you might have to enter multiple lines over here. State, select the state that you belong to. Let us say in this case, if it is Maharashtra, you can type in Maharashtra and filter over here, and then the districts will be auto-populated. You can select the district that you belong to and the taluka as well, which you belong to, and then select your pin code. If you are not aware of this or there is a confusion over this, last minute you are applying, this is not a big issue. The permanent address does not is not relevant for the entire counseling process, and though communication is usually sent to the permanent address, usually there's no communication sent, so this is not an issue. And then we move on to the present address. In case the present address is not the same as a permanent address, re-enter it. Otherwise, click on this. This section is now over. Just select once this permanent address and all details are done, the selection is over, and you will be able to move on to the next page after this. We're giving a sample representation with a sample address. Now you move on to the next page, where you have that. Do you want to does the candidate want to apply as NRI? Yes. Note that if you are applying as NRI, no other seats you are eligible for. Be very clear. No other seats you are eligible for if you are applying as NRI. In case you are applying as no, then you will have an option. Then you are eligible for the private seats and the government seats. If you are applying for NRI, even if you are from an MBBS from Maharashtra, you are a domicile of Maharashtra who's eligible through AAQ because you have done your MBBS from AAQ or AIM Central Universities, etc. If you're eligible for government and private seats and want to avail those, select no here. You can't avail both NRI and government private seats. So now here it is, we are taking a candidate who's selecting yes for NRI, and PCA or OCA or PAO holders must be from UG from the state of Maharashtra to be eligible is what it says. If you're not an OCA or PAO holder, select no. You and if you're an NRI yourself, select yes over here. If you're a ward of NRI, select yes. So usually, if you're an NRI yourself, you will select yes over here, and you usually apply through your NRI eligibility. In case you are not an NRI yourself, then you will select no here, and then if you're a ward of NRI, select here. According to what you select, you will have to provide your documents. If you don't apply as NRI, select no over here. There is an yes over here in case you not an NRI. You should be a domicile from the UG from the state of Maharashtra. What it mentions. This is a possible reference to a eligibility for OCA card holders for general category seats as well. This is based on the Supreme Court order. So that is how it is. Usually most of the candidates will be no. So we are going ahead with no. Nationality of the candidate, it will be Indian because you have not selected NRA and you are not an NRA or an OCA or a PAO holder. Automatically it is only Indian. Whether the candidate is a domicile of Maharashtra, yes or no, you can select. If you select yes, a domicile candidate certificate might be asked later. It is not relevant if you are done MBBS from Maharashtra and you're applying under general category. You will still be eligible under general only. But if you are a domicile, you select S. There is a query from many candidates who have done their MBBS from other states. I've done my MBBS from, sorry, who have done their MBBS from Maharashtra, but from other states. Like I have done, I am a resident of Karnataka. I am a domicile of Karnataka or a native of Kerala. I have done my MBBS from Maharashtra. I am eligible for the government quota seats. You are eligible, yes. But what do you need to select in candidate? Whether candidate is domicile of Maharashtra? No, you are not a domicile of Maharashtra. Still, you will be eligible through your MBBS for general category seats. That will come up at a later point in time. Here, if you are a domicile, straight away press mention yes. Otherwise, mention no. Other state candidates, MBBS from Maharashtra, you will have to select no. Category of the candidate, select open and mention your family income. This is for no other state candidates, correct? You will mention your family income and region of residence over here. Uh, you can search for what these mean. It doesn't matter what you give in case you are confused. If you are yes, you are a domicile of Maharashtra, you're eligible for reservation, and so you can select any one of these as per your candidate category. You can select if you're a candidate category candidate, you will have the option of available SC categories candidate or applied but not received. Similarly, for every category, you will have that option of whether you have got your category certificate or not. We'll take an OBC, let us say a OBC candidate and then move ahead. And for OBC alone, one specific thing that you need to mention is whether you possess an NCL certificate and caste validity certificate. So that is also a primary requirement. So once you say available, automatically the caste validity comes up for other castes. If you select OBC, and non-creamy layer certificate also comes up. You say caste certificate is available, then you can select, after say you saying caste certificate is available, can select the caste certificate number. This is the first place where you will give the caste certificate number. Caste certificate will not have a barcode or anything. Here you mention the serial number mentioned in the caste certificate. On the top right, you might possibly have a serial number or a reference number. Just mention that and mention the district from which the certificate was issued, and then mention whether it is available or not, and mention the caste validity certificate whether it is available or not, and similarly the NCL certificate whether it is available or not. So here we are providing random information, and all three are required. NCL certificate, you can the issue date has to be as per the prospectus. You would have already seen the prospectus, so it should be valid up to 31/3/2024. So issuing date, if you mentioned, I think there's a 3 years validity, you would know that. So issuing date, you can mention the certificate number over here, the NCL certificate number, and the issuing date, it should be valid up to 31/3/2024. That is a rule. And so you can mention the issuing date as, let us say, 2023. It was issued in the month of July, 1 month back. You can mention that, and then issuing district as well. So if you are PWD candidate, mention yes. If you're an orphan, mention yes. So you'll have to upload the relevant certificate. And if you belong to minority quota, select the minority quota that you are eligible for. So these are all straightforward, and you can click say on save and next. The data is submitted. If you're in-service candidate, then you'll have to enter all the service candidate details along with the date of service. Here you'll have to get the posting details, etc. in detail. There is an additional process of NOC, etc. So you would know that. If you're not an in-service candidate, click on save and next. Save and next over here. Now, the next information that you have been asked to input is the date of passing final MBBS exam. This will be in your degree certificate. This might possibly be the last date you are return your exam, the month of your exam, or if it is in your degree certificate saying that it is dated 02/05 2019, etc. That is perfectly fine. If even if you have given your exam end date or your degree receiving date, that is perfectly fine. It doesn't make a big difference. Provide the right date. Let us say you passed your exam in April 2019, mention the date. If no date is mentioned, the exact date of the exam is fine. Date of the exam, last date of the exam, if you have, it's fine. A few dates here and there is also perfectly fine. The total aggregate percentage you will have to enter. So here the aggregate percentage has to be the sum of all courses that you have undergone, the total of all the marks that you have received in the courses by the divided by the total marks maximum marks in all the subjects till then. In case you have done a percentage, like first year my percentage is 55 percentage, second year my percentage is 70 percentage, third year my percentage is 65 percentage. I have averaged that. That is also fine. This is not a deciding factor. Date of internship, obviously it has to be before 10th August 2023. Mention that. If you are pursuing a recognized diploma course, mention yes or no or completed. In case you are pursuing a diploma course, for degree you will be eligible in the same course in government institutes, but as far as private institutes go, uh, if you're pursuing a diploma course, sorry, if you're pursuing a diploma, ignore the last statement. If you're pursuing a diploma course, you should have completed the course within a timeline. You cannot be pursuing it beyond the date of admission. And if you're pursuing a degree course, you have to mention over here, if you don't complete the course within the timeline, you will not be able to get admitted. Let us say you are pursuing a degree course, then, or you have completed a degree course, be very clear. Maharashtra government institutes do not allow admission in case you have completed a degree course. There is a very clear rule. If you're pursuing a degree course, you would are expected to complete, so you obviously will not be eligible. In case you are continuing with that beyond the admission session, you will have to resign. In case you are not pursuing, then you are eligible for government institutes. For private institutes, you can still say completed and attend another attend the counseling for another MD/MS degree. So here usually it will be no. Whether you have passed MBBS from college situation in Maharashtra, will be very clear. This can be a college situated in Maharashtra. It can be a private institute. It can be a government institution. The corporation institutions also come under this. It can be a central government institution or AIMS. I'm not sure if which one is that, but central government institution or AIMS. And then it can, let's say Nagpur is there. And then it can also be a deemed university. Also, deemed universities, you can say yes. You'll be eligible for government seats in Maharashtra if you select yes over here and your MBBS from these institutes. Select college type, government, private, or AIMS. For deemed also, you can select private. So once you select the college, you will have the list of colleges. Deemed institutes come towards the end, and the other institutes come on top. In case you select government, you will have the list of institutes again. In case you select aims of central government, you might have to enter the name of the institute or the university that you have passed your MBBS from. Here we're mentioning government and medical college, selecting the medical college that the candidate has passed from, and going ahead with this. If you have not passed your MBBS degree, you will have to enter your medical college, whether you passed out of India or outside Maharashtra, and name of the medical college and name of the university. Here it is very relevant. Let us say let us say this candidate has passed from under 15 percentage all India quota and is a domicile of Maharashtra. So in that scenario, you get eligibility, right? For Maharashtra government quota seats. You have done your MBBS from Madurai Medical College through all India quota, and it is you are a domicile of Maharashtra, then you are eligible. Therefore, if you are if you are a candidate who's a domicile of Maharashtra and would like to take government quota seats, since you have done your MBBS from All India quota or AIMS or BHU, AMU, etc., select yes here. Domicile is compulsory, will be listed. If you select no here, and then your MBBS is from another state outside, you're not a domicile. And or you select no here, obviously because you have not completed anything here. Please be very clear, you are not eligible for government quota seats. You will be eligible only for private quota seats. A large number of questions we have received is, if I am a deemed university candidate, I joined in 2016 in a deemed universities through COMEDK in Karnataka or direct admissions in Karnataka. There were no common admissions for deemed universities. I took up a private institute in Tamil Nadu. I took up a private institute in Haryana and did it. That is not all India quota. That is the separate admission. All India quota is through central admissions. Only then you will be eligible. We'll select yes over here. We'll take up a candidate who has done their MBBS from Maharashtra and then move ahead. And now details of bond service. This is a little confusing. Basically, when you say yes for bond service, you will see that there is no undertaking, but this says if you have completed the bond or paid penalty, if you have completed from government or corporation college. First is deemed universities, you forget it. Private universities, you forget it. You can just say, no, it will not be relevant for you. In case you complete your bond, if you have completed you should have completed your bond within 2 attempts. You know the 2000 September 2019 deadline. All right. So September 2020 uh, two deadline, right? So reconfirming that 30th September 2021 is the deadline of completion of internship, right? So you would know that. So basis that you can go ahead and whether you have done 2 attempts or not. This is a requirement in case you have completed your internship prior to September 2021, 30 September 2021. Now, this would mean in case you have not uh, you have completed at a later point in time, you will have to submit just an undertaking. Okay. But what happens is when you click on undertaking over here, it says that I will submit bond release certificate or make the payment, penalty payment proof. So this is probably an issue will we see, but it is okay. If you have completed your bond, say yes. If you have not completed, say no and click this. There is no other way out is what we think. So you can go ahead. Number of attempts, select the number of attempts. It says details of previous attempts of NEET PG. So it is, I think there was some confusion, but it has been modified. Now we can change the number of attempts. If you have attempted in 2021, 2022, mention that this is not a huge issue. As long as the bond completion is done, then it is not an issue. If you have not completed, anyways, attempts or not, it is counted as an attempt. So you can mention it over here, whichever years you attempted. You can select accordingly. Let us say the candidate attempted only 1 year and it is less than 2 years, then we are going ahead with save and okay. Now, this will take you to the next page. Next page, and there you will have the information on the uh, which is required further. Now we come to the next page. Has the candidate registered with the MCA or MMC or other state medical council? Here, there is a lot of candidates who have been asking that I have applied for registration, permanent registration. What should I do? You can say applied for permanent registration, or you can even put yes under the provisional registration and enter your number. If you have applied, it is pretty well good to go with applied for permanent registration, and you can enter your number. In case you have done your MBBS from another state, Karnataka, you have come in and registered in Maharashtra, you can enter your Maharashtra Medical Council registration details. You have done your MBBS from Maharashtra, you registered in Maharashtra Medical Council, you moved across to another state and you have got an NOC from Maharashtra Medical Council and registered in, let us say, Karnataka Medical Council. Your NOC from Maharashtra would mean that you have registered in another medical council, but Maharashtra's registration looks like it will still be active. You can go ahead with it, or you can enter your Karnataka's one. This is not an issue at all. An active registration should be provided. In case you have just a provisional and you have applied for one, check applied over here and the receipt number is mentioned. The receipt number, you would have got an acknowledgement or a screenshot. Have that acknowledgement or screenshot. There will be an application number there. Enter the application number if you have just applied in MUHS. Now, we are saying yes over here, and then going ahead with the medical council registration. Now, this is a sample, and then we say save next. Do we want to apply for the following seat? This is a simple thing. Government seats 12,500. Both government and private seats 1 lakh. If you pay 1 lakh, then it might go beyond 1 lakh at a later point in time, along with the registration and other fee. And total fee payment may be around. You may not be able possible at UPI, so you'll have to pay the credit debit cards. We are saying government seats alone, and then we are clicking on save and next. Note that here you will have to there are candidates who are asking, can I register for the round one in government and then go to round two and add on private? Yes, it is possible. Last year it was possible at least. And then in the round two, you will have to give your additional fee. 87,500 alone needs to be paid along with any additional registration fee, if any. So that needs to be paid and you will be able to complete that part. Now, first round you can appear as government, and the second round, when you log in itself, it will ask whether you need to change it to add on private institute seats. That is what happened last year. No confirmation, but that happened last. Now, system takes you to the next page where the final information is available. You can click on every detail and then check on every detail. And after checking on every detail, you can just this is the application form and the preview part. You can finally say confirm and next. Once you confirm and go next, there will be a declaration. You will have to submit all the declaration and then submit the form. After submitting, what is the process? After submitting the form, you will have to upload your documents, and then you'll have to make the payment and then upload your documents, and that is the final confirmation. You can click on save next. Will ask you whether you want to submit the form. This is the confirmation. Now after this, you make the payment. Payment is through a payment gateway. Be very clear that payment is through a payment gateway. What does this mean? It means that the payment uh, can be done from credit card, debit card, net banking. You just see SBI over there and don't believe that it is only SBI card which is available. After you go into payment gateway, you will be having multiple options for payment. You will have the credit card, debit card, and multiple net banking options will also be available for payment. So you can do it from your bank itself if you have a net banking login. Now we'll pause this entire thing. You will have to save and next and then make the payment and then come back and upload the documents. We'll go to the documents upload part, not in a visible format, but as what are the as to we'll cover as to what all documents are required. Now we have the entire list of documents available over here. These are the list of documents. Some of these will not be applicable for you. For instance, those here who may not be applicable if you do not belong to if you belong to the open category. Some of these may not be applicable in case you don't come under the Maharashtra government or private, etc. And similarly, you might not be seeing certain documents in this. Whatever we are seeing, we will explain it in full. Application form. The application form is the application form that you download. After you complete and submit, you can download the application form. If it is more than 300 KB, possibly you will have to compress it. And after compression, you will have to upload it. Admit card is straightforward. You have your admit card PDF. If you don't have your original admit card, that is fine. The admit card PDF can be uploaded. Nothing else to be done. Just upload the PDF. Photo is not enough required. You can just upload the PDF as it is. In case you have a scanned copy of the admit card, you can upload that. Income and asset certificate. There have been queries from candidates on income and asset certificate. Some candidates have come up to us and asked, "What should I submit the income certificate as well?" No, it is different. The EWS certificate is in itself called an income and asset certificate. That is what makes you eligible for EWS. If you look at the EWS certificate on top, it will be income and asset certificate. That is what needs to be uploaded. For other caste categories, caste certificate and caste validity certificate is to be uploaded. When you upload this, it also asks for a barcode. Don't worry about this barcode. Mention the serial number. You will have your barcode only if it is a NCL certificate. For SC category candidates, this NCL is not relevant. So it will ask for a barcode over here. And the barcode, instead of barcode, enter your reference number. You already entered these reference numbers in the earlier document form filling, right? Enter those numbers, that will be sufficient. Non-creamy layer certificate for category candidates who belong to SCBC or backward classes. Clarification regarding bond release certificate and eligibility undertaking. If you have you can do the undertaking. You have the undertaking in the prospectus. You would know that. Upload the undertaking. If you are less than 2 years, as in you haven't completed 2 years, 39 2021 or later passed outs, internship completed, then you will be able to upload the undertaking. For those candidates who completed before 33 2029 2020 39 2021, you will have to upload the bond release certificate or the payment, basically either one of these. In case uh, you don't have your bond release certificate set, but you have applied for it, you're just completing it in a few weeks, etc. In that scenario, then you can apply an undertaking, probably in a 100 or 200 rupees stamp paper, saying that I will provide the certificate at a later point in time. I have completed my bond or I paid my penalty. I haven't got my certificates, the bond release certificate after completion of bond. So please accept my application, and then I will submit the original bond release certificate at the time of document verification. So, and next your original photo ID, Aadhaar, driving license, PAN, passport, any one is enough. If you have two, you can attach it as 2 pages, or you can just upload one. It is up to you. NEET PG statement of marks is your scorecard, any NBE scorecard, All India quota scorecard, or primarily the March 25th scorecard is what is relevant. But if you have the All India quota scorecard on June 28th, you can upload that. Nationality, Indian passport. nationality certificate should be Indian passport, or HSC or SSC mentions your nationality or Indian as Indian, fine. In case you don't have any of these, any other document, let us say birth certificate mentions nationality as Indian, you have a voter ID, you can upload that as well. Domicile certificate, this is relevant for Maharashtra candidates. For other candidates, this is not relevant. However, please note that this domicile certificate is a many candidates do not get a have a domicile certificate. Other state candidates, the problem is the system may not allow you to move forward without any of the certificates that are listed down. So in that case, just add an affidavit saying I'm a non Maharashtra candidate. Just a plain in a plain sheet of paper, scan it and say that I'm a non Maharashtra candidate. Domicile certificate is not applicable. Or you can just upload another certificate, any certificate which states your state as the particular state, let us say Gujarat, etc. So you can just upload that. It is not relevant. They will ignore this completely if you're an other state domicile. Internship completion certificate, your internship completion certificate, MBBS degree or pass certificate, provisional or permanent registration. In case you have applied for permanent registration, given that number, receipt of the application is fine. MCA recognition is another certificate that has created a lot of problem. Basically, some of the institutes, are, even from MBBS from Maharashtra, they are saying that the attempt certificate has a clause which mentions that the seat is recognized. Yes, perfectly fine. You can produce the attempt certificate, which mentions that this institute is also recognized by MCA or NMCE now. Now, this is fine. And the medical fitness certificate, the query that we have as far as medical fitness certificate, FMGs can upload your eligibility certificate. That is what you will have for MCA recognition. Medical fitness certificate, in case you don't have that, try to get a printout of NMC and upload that. Whether the it is not clearly mentioned, but it is always better to do that. Medical fitness annexure, the medical fitness annexure, it needs to be in the letterhead, or just a printout of the annexure with a sign is enough is the question. Yeah, a printout of just print out the annexure, get it signed from a medical officer, and then upload it. So these are the lists of certificates. We'll also look at what were the usual queries that we had as far as these certificates go. The usual queries were more on barcode, medical certificate letterhead, barcode. Barcode, ignore that. We have already said that the number of the certificate is enough. Size compressors are available. You can do that. Registration certificate can be from MUHS or from any state. It need not necessarily be from MUHS. If you have a, sorry, from Maharashtra Medical Council, need not necessarily be from Maharashtra Medical Council. It can be from any state. SBA card, all cards are accepted. You can go into the payment gateway and check. And MCA recognition, even if it is not from the head of the, if an attempt certificate or any other certificate mentioning that this institute is MCA recognized, is fine. So this is pretty much, once you complete your application form by uploading the documents, that is when it is complete. We are repeating. We have shown you only the first part, which is the form filling part. Second part, which is the payment and the application documents upload. We have just clarified what is required and what you need to do. In case you have any further queries, you can call us back. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Put in your comments. We'll try to answer them to the level.